everybody, it's Karina with Karina Loves to Plan, here with another Traveler's Notebook setup. So this is my B6 and this was my setup for January. Just take you through a quick flip through. And this is the Planner Society B6 that came with the December kit. And what I'm going to be using in my February setup is actually the kit from the Planner Society. But what you'll be seeing is that I won't actually be using the B6 TN for this. I'm going to be switching out my setup into a different TN. And some people are like, oh my gosh, are you crazy? You don't want your dashboards and all that to match with the TN. I would absolutely do that, but I've just gotten this gorgeous new TN from Print Pression, and I've looked at what the papers would look like with all of this, and I am in love with this, so I cannot wait to transfer everything into here. But just take you through a quick flip through of my B6, where I've used the November kit. And I loved how I've been able to use everything. This is my fitness setup in this first insert here. And then another little dashboard here. I've loved playing around with how the dashboard setup and all that has worked for me. And in here is my social media spread, or my insert. So it's been good for me experimenting how I like to make dashboards work and things like that. So I'm really looking forward to showing you guys how I'm going to make my February setup work. Okay, so this is the current B6 and I'll be switching this out. So let's get started. So the first thing I do is take the inserts out of the B6. And I'll be talking through each of these inserts shortly, but what I'm doing is actually taking a few pieces that are a bit more movable, I guess, or removable, and putting them off to the side, and then the actual dashboard I am leaving inside the TPS B6 notebook, just to keep them there as a file. And there's certain pieces that I'm keeping and I'm going to use in my next setup. But then what you're going to see me use here coming up shortly is this beautiful Seamist B6 from Print Pression with the bumble elastics. It's so beautiful. So here are the papers for the December kit for the Planner Society. And this insert here is actually a collaboration from the Planner Society and Annie Plans Printables. And what I'm doing here is just measuring out the length of the insert as well, the height of the insert as well as the width. And I make sure to measure just a little bit of an excess, I think about 1/4 of an inch, not even that much, to make sure I have enough that goes over the insert. And this is the insert that I use as a fitness planner. Now this insert unfortunately is no longer available on the Annie Plans website, but I'm sure there are some other ones that are pretty similar to this one. So I've now cut that first edge off, and I folded this in half and I cut the remaining edge off, and there was a little bit of uneven there, so I've cut that off as well. And so far I love that. And this is my second insert. This is my social media planner. And what you're seeing me doing here is basically choosing which pattern I want to go on the outside. I wanted more of these cutesy fun florals instead of the really earthy florals, if that makes sense, or the more of the rose florals. I love these patterns and I really wanted to focus on that, and I wanted to also bring out the blue and the teal that was going to be my Traveler's Notebook cover. There, and it fits perfectly around. So when I'm choosing the dashboards as well, I want to make sure that I'm using a pattern that I like, but also I want all 3 dashboards to go together. And I know with the Planner Society kit that they already do work very well together, but I don't want it to be overwhelmingly floral. I want them to be able to complement each other. I'm all for simplicity when it comes to planning, so I don't want my dashboards to be completely overwhelming if this is something I'm going to look at every day, because my B6 is my everyday carry and I want it to be something that I enjoy looking at without making me overwhelmed when I'm decorating it. Now I do want your guys' opinion. I know most of my videos are short and they're sped up just because when I'm planning I think it takes me longer to plan if I have to talk through what I'm doing, but also I like to watch Friends or something on Netflix while I'm planning. And I just want your guys' opinion whether or not you prefer the long videos that are in real time, or if you prefer the short videos. Let me know in the comments below. So here I'm just making sure that I have the matching vellum or the acetate to go with the dashboard I've chosen. And this pocket is actually from the November kit. And I want to make it work with this dashboard here and make it something functional. And I love all these die cuts, but I have such a hard time with die cuts because I think with the Planner Society there's so many that come with it. And then in the end I decided to put this pocket in the inside cover with just a couple of die cuts and some of the washi tape. And really that's all I need. I'm very simplistic when it comes to planning out my dashboards and decorating my dashboards. And when it comes to dashboards, I find that just laying things down and seeing where they work is the best process, really. And go with what you like. Don't compare yourself to what other people do on their dashboards. Absolutely use their ideas if you like them, but don't compare yourself. Don't compare your spreads to them. Cute, very simple, and that's all I want. So on the front, I'm actually going to take one of the journaling cards because I love the gold foiling on them. And then I'm trying to figure out, do I want to put any of the stickers down? Do I want to put the planner hello? And with the planner hello, I didn't want to take the whole glitter sticker off just because I was afraid of wrecking it. So what I ended up doing was actually cutting it in half, and I was going to glue it down just on its acetate, just like that. But in the end, I didn't like the placement of it because what I was going to do was place a tab down on the side there. And if I placed a tab down there, it wouldn't have fit with the hello properly. So I ended up switching that around. I did try to place it down with the glue. It wasn't working. So I decided, nah, I'm not going to do that. Didn't work in the end. And sometimes setting up your TN is about trial and error. You may not always like what you do, but you know, just try again. Keep trying and trying. I tried really hard to get this hello sticker down, but it just wouldn't work for me. So I ended up just putting the journaling card there down with a bow paper clip, and I love the simplicity of that. And in the end, I really tried hard to make that hello work, but it just didn't work. So I took it off. I don't think I take it off in this frame. I think I take it off in a later frame. And then I ended up cutting this vellum down to go with the dashboard. I don't actually end up decorating the vellum. I feel like I've got enough decoration on the actual paper or the dashboard that I don't really need too much on the vellum. Just measuring out here. Perfect. And again, I love how the two go together. I love how you can see the pink through the vellum. So yeah, there you just see that. Where am I going to place that? Does it go there? And in the end, yeah, that is where I put it, and I love the look of that. So for my next dashboard, I decide I'm going to do something pretty similar, but just place it slightly differently. I love the pink border of this, and then I'm going to place the tab there on the side. And I use the tab to kind of help stick the journaling card down as well. I like having the same theme running across all of my dashboards. I'm not too much for having characters or anything like that on my dashboards. I love florals and I love journaling cards and I love the die cuts, but when it comes to some of the character die cuts, it's not really my thing. So there I'm trying to find the right label for this dashboard because this is the insert that I use for social media. So I found one for Plan, and then after that I see the ones for YouTube and Instagram, so I just immediately change it over and use my glue to just glue down one side and then use the glue to glue down the tab there. Love it. And then I decided I'm going to put that plan down at the bottom. So I carefully peel it off the acetate there and try and place it down as evenly as possible. This was really difficult for me. And then trying to find a die cut. I was going to try and find a die cut that worked, but in the end, there's just so many. I'm like, do I want to place an adhesive pocket in the front cover and decide, no, I'm not going to do that. And then these sunglasses are really cute. I'm glad I ended up choosing them in the end because I just love that. So on to the vellum, and I chose that vellum to go with that insert because the two florals complement each other. One is not too overly flowery where the other one is a bit more simple. And I'm taking that laser cut pocket from the November kit and I'm going to place it with this whole setup, this whole insert setup as well. So I'm just measuring here and I'm cutting off the excess, and I want to actually do something with those strips. I might go back and actually add a little bit more into my dashboards, but unfortunately you won't see that in this video. I'm trying to decide, do I want to put down this adhesive pocket, and I love that one, the Planner Girl one. And so for my last dashboard, I've gone with the more simple pattern. And this one is for my lists or general note taking. And I decide that I'm going to combine that with one of the tabs. And it didn't stick on very well with the glue stick, so I ended up sticking it down with some washi. And then sticking the journaling card down with the glue stick. Gorgeous. And this one already has a little tab on the book, so I decide not to go and place any. I just place, I'm trying to find a cute die cut. So you see there's a pattern with how I decorate the dashboards. The journaling card, a couple of die cuts, and that's it. I don't really need too much to decorate the dashboards. I might in the future try and add a few of those excess strips of paper to add a bit more pattern, but right now I like keeping it simple. And then I chose the black and white acetate to go with this one, because I just think the black and white and then the black and white together just go so well. And I could have chosen that to go with another one, but I really wanted the black and white to stand out with this, kind of in contrast to all the flowers and all the, all the pinks and the blues. Oh, and then I decided in the end I'm going to put that with the pink dashboard. See, even as I'm doing the voiceover, my mind changes. So now I'm placing that. That is a slipcover that I received from a student, and now I'm using it as like a pocket within my traveler's notebook. And what you're seeing me doing here is actually hole punching the center so that the string does not fray the paper. So that's my first insert. And the second insert, which I'm punching the holes through. And I'm not sure what you saw, if you saw me do it earlier, but because the back cover of the mini Happy Planner does not fit into the pockets of this TN, I've actually placed that string, placed the Happy Planner on the last string so that the string goes on the back cover of the Happy Planner and it fits in there perfectly. I'm so happy with this setup, and I'm so happy with this TN as well. So I placed one of the adhesive pockets on the front, and then I was going to place that card there, but then realized I'm just going to place this pack of Post-its here. Simple, but also functional. And now I'm just going to take a few of the paper clips and place them along where I need them. So now you're just seeing me do the last few bits of setup for my TN, just putting a few of the paper clips through. And now I'm going to take you through a quick flip through of my overall setup and mention all the shops that I've used. So thanks for sticking with me for this long, guys. Here is the completed setup, and I'll just talk you through and mention any of the shops that I've used things for. So first of all, this B6 TN is from Print Pression, and it is Seamist with the sky threading and the bumble elastics. And this floral here, this large floral, is from Rhonda's Planner Accessories, and she actually did this custom for me, putting an alligator clip on the back instead of the usual big paper clip. So then just a quick flip through. This little paper clip is from the Sticker Genie, and then these are the adhesive pockets. Just a quick flip through. This insert is from a collaboration from the Planner Society and Annie Plans Printables, which unfortunately I don't think is available anymore. And this was a sleeve that I got from a Kate Spade planner, actually from, I think it was from Chapters or Indigo. And this insert here, again, this is from the November Planner Society kit, and I thought it just would look great in any planner. I love the look of this one. Another insert from Annie Plans Printables. This unicorn paperclip is from Pretty Cute Planner. And then this paper clip is actually from Scriber Creek that came with my TN order. And then this paper clip is from the Sticker Genie. I'm looking at this and I'm like, is it crooked? Sure it's not. But as you can see, I've left the back of the dashboards actually empty because I like having the back of the dashboards clear and empty as kind of like an ending to that particular insert. And then again, that is from the Planner Society December kit. So that is my setup. I am in love with it, absolutely in love with how this turned out. If you guys have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, please leave me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching and have yourselves a great day.